Most English learners avoid passive voice like it's a trap. Teachers tell you to use active voice. Textbooks say passive is weak, but here's the truth that nobody tells you. Native speakers use passive voice constantly in meetings, in news reports, in professional emails, and when you avoid it completely, you actually sound less natural. Today we're fixing that.
Welcome to Speak Like a Native. I'm Leo.
And I'm Maya. Leo, I have a question for you. Imagine you're in a meeting at work. Your boss looks at you and says, "Hey, has the report been approved yet?" What do you say?
Yes, my manager approved it yesterday.
Perfect. Now imagine your boss says, "The report was approved yesterday." Which one sounds more natural in that context?
The second one. The report was approved yesterday. That definitely sounds more like what I hear in real meetings.
Exactly. And that's the secret. Passive voice isn't bad, it's a tool. When you use it in the right situations, you sound completely native. Today we're covering 3 passive structures that every intermediate learner needs to master. Was made, is being used, and has been approved.
Okay, I'm already excited. But Maya, I gotta be honest. When I learned passive voice in school, it was so confusing. The ball was thrown by the boy. I mean, when do I ever say that in real life?
Never. That's the problem. Textbooks give you weird examples that nobody uses. Real passive voice in English is about 3 things. First, when the action is more important than who did it. Second, when the result matters more than the process. And third, when you want to sound polite or diplomatic.
Interesting. So let's start with the first one, was made.
Great choice. Was made is the past simple, passive. We use it when something happened in the past and we care more about the thing itself than who made it. Let me give you a real example. You order a coffee at Starbucks. The barista hands it to you and says, "This was made just for you." Does that sound natural?
Yeah, totally. I've heard that.
And it sounds way more personal than "I made this for you," right? Because the focus is on the coffee.
Right. The coffee is the star of the sentence.
Exactly. Now let's try a workplace example. Leo, you're in a meeting. Your colleague says, "The decision was made last night."
Okay. So in that case, I don't care who made the decision. I just care that it was made.
Bingo, and that's exactly why native speakers use it. Now here's where learners make their first mistake. Many learners from Spanish-speaking backgrounds want to say "was made by" every single time. They learned in class that passive always needs by, but in real English, we drop the by when it's obvious or unimportant.
Wait, so I shouldn't say the decision was made by the team last night?
You can say that, but it sounds slightly unnatural in a fast conversation. A native would more likely say, "The team made the decision last night" if the team is important. But if the team isn't important, just say "The decision was made last night." Clean, simple, natural.
Got it. So was made without by most of the time.
Correct. Now let's move to number 2. Is being used.
Oh, this one always trips me up. The being part feels weird.
It feels weird because present continuous passive isn't common in many languages. Let me give you a scenario that'll make it stick. Leo, imagine you walk into a conference room and there's a laptop on the table with a sign on it.
Okay.
The sign says, "This laptop is being used. Please do not touch." Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it means someone is using it right now.
Perfect. Now imagine you call tech support. You say, "My computer isn't working." The technician says, "I see that your account is being updated right now. Give it 5 minutes."
Oh, that's so natural. Is being updated.
Yes, is being plus a past participle. That's the formula. Is being used, is being updated, is being built, is being tested. This is extremely common in workplace English. Because at work, things are constantly happening right now, and we often don't know or don't need to say who's doing it.
So when I'm in a meeting and someone asks about a project, I could say the project is being reviewed instead of someone is reviewing the project.
Exactly. And the first one sounds more professional. Now, a quick note for our Chinese-speaking learners. In Chinese, you often say something like, "正在被使用,正在被使用." That bei is your passive marker. But in English, you need the full structure is being used. Many Chinese learners drop the is and say being used as a complete sentence, which is incomplete.
I've heard that. This being used. Missing the is.
Exactly. Is being used. 3 words. Don't skip the first one. Now let's talk about our third structure. Has been approved.
Okay, this one I actually use at work sometimes. The budget has been approved.
That's perfect. Has been approved is the present perfect passive. We use it when something happened recently and the result is still important now. This is the golden structure for workplace English. Approval emails, status updates, project milestones.
Give me another example.
Your colleague says, the design has been finalized. We're ready to move forward. Or you get an email that says, your vacation request has been approved. That's the present perfect passive.
So what's the difference between was approved and has been approved?
Great question. Was approved is past simple passive. That means it happened at a specific time in the past. The budget was approved yesterday at 3 p.m. Has been approved means it happened recently and the result is relevant now. The budget has been approved. Great, we can start spending now.
Ah, I see. So if I'm in a meeting and I just got the news, I say has been approved.
Exactly. And this is where Arabic-speaking learners often make a mistake. In Arabic, the passive is formed by changing the vowels inside the word, which is very different from English. So Arabic speakers sometimes try to drop the has been part and just say the report approved. But in English, we need that helper verb. The report has been approved.
Okay, that makes sense. So has been plus past participle.
You've got it. Now let's do something fun. Let me give you a quick story, and you tell me which passive structure fits.
Okay, I'm ready.
Scenario 1. You walk into the office kitchen. There's a new coffee machine on the counter. Your coworker says, oh, that arrived yesterday, but you want to say it in passive voice with focus on the machine. What do you say?
The coffee machine was delivered yesterday?
Perfect. Was delivered. Past simple passive. Good. Scenario 2. You're on a video call and your team lead says, the new software update is happening right now. Passive voice version.
The new software update is being installed right now.
Excellent. Present continuous passive. Scenario 3. Your manager walks in and says, good news everyone, they finally gave us the green light for the marketing campaign. Passive voice, focus on the campaign.
The marketing campaign has been approved.
Nailed it. All 3 structures. Now here's the part that surprises most people. Passive voice actually makes you sound more polite and diplomatic in English. And this is something I wish someone had told me sooner.
Wait, really? How?
Imagine you're in a meeting and something went wrong. Your colleague forgot to send an important file. If you say, you didn't send the file, that's direct. It sounds like an accusation.
Yeah, that would put someone on the defensive.
Exactly. Now imagine you say, the file wasn't sent. Suddenly, it's not about the person anymore. It's about the situation. You're not blaming anyone. You're just stating a fact. This is why in professional environments, native speakers use passive voice all the time when discussing problems.
So passive voice is actually a tool for being diplomatic?
Yes. The deadline was missed instead of you missed the deadline. The report wasn't completed instead of you didn't complete the report. It softens the message and keeps the conversation productive.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. I always thought passive voice made you sound weak.
That's the biggest misconception. In English, passive voice is about emphasis and diplomacy, not weakness. Now let's do a practice round. I'm going to give you active sentences. You convert them to passive. Ready?
Ready.
Active. The team is building the new website.
The new website is being built.
Active. The client approved the proposal yesterday.
The proposal was approved yesterday.
Active. We have finished the testing phase.
The testing phase has been finished.
Beautiful. Now one more, and this one's a little tricky. Active. Someone is using my office chair.
My office chair is being used by someone.
Close. But remember what I said about by? Drop it. My office chair is being used. That's enough. The by someone is obvious.
Got it. My office chair is being used. That sounds so much more natural.
It does. And that's the final tip for today. In real English passive voice, we drop the agent, the by part about 80% of the time. Only include by when it's genuinely important to know who did the action.
Okay, let me summarize what I learned today. Three structures. Was made for past events, where the thing matters more than who did it. Is being used for things happening right now, and has been approved for recent results that matter now.
Perfect summary. And remember the hidden superpower of passive voice. Use it when you want to be diplomatic. The mistake was made instead of, you made a mistake. It keeps the conversation moving forward instead of putting people on defense.
Aya, this was seriously eye-opening. I used to avoid passive voice completely. Now I feel like I have 3 new tools for sounding professional.
That's exactly the goal. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We release new episodes every single day, and next time, we're diving into something that confuses almost every learner. Let me just say this. If you've ever said, I'm boring, when you meant I'm bored, you need to catch the next episode.
Oh, I have definitely made that mistake.
Then you won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep practicing, and Leo,
Yeah?
try using passive voice once in your next meeting. See how it feels.
I will, and I'll come back and tell you how it went.
Looking forward to it. See you next time, everyone.
Bye.